Is it the morning? Isn't it like 2:30?
What, in Tallinn?
Oh yeah, true.
Who knows?
Boring voice, Tim Fitz. Tim, go fuck yourself. See if I care.
A little bit more Hollywood with the King 6 suited.
No gingers? Well, you're obviously a bit of a piece of shit as well, so keep the hate out of the chat.
Wow.
Because none of us care.
Come on, mate. Get yourself together, man.
You sad little man.
So, Bayer, who's kind of ducked and weaved his way, now finds himself second in chips, picking up queens on the button. Beautiful spot for him. And Herman has been very tight from what we've seen. I don't think he's really even been involved so far.
Poor guy in the chat losing his mind.
Can we get him out of there, or?
Oh, we can just let other people deal with him.
Yeah. Shame.
Pillar of society.
Oh, this
bingo.
is going to be fireworks.
Huge SPR as well. Two of the big chip stacks.
Very high SPR, yeah. 10 SPR and queens versus the flop 2-pair. What sort of sizing do you think we're going to see? Something like halfy?
Yeah.
Or like 175, 200.
Yeah, we don't
Halfy.
use too many big sizes in ICM situations. Tend to cap out around like half pot. So in a chip EV spot, this would be an absolutely amazing spot to just go for like a pot size C bet or potentially even an over bet sometimes.
Yep.
But at like a minimum of kind of 2/3.
Kind of want to keep control of the size of the pot here.
Yeah, but yeah, in this spot we got Tim goes for check call, which I quite like.
Ooh.
Keeping those traps in. A lot of good barrels for Alex on this turn, but also just a lot of hands that have equity, and he doesn't want to bloat the pot even against something like ace king, ace queen, which are just all going to continue. You can get in some very tricky spots. So I do like the decision to check call, and then obviously a very bad card for Tim on the turn, but he's going to realise that, and he's just going to go into check call mode here.
Yeah, with the kicker not really playing,
Yeah,
no real incentive to lead.
No blockers to any bluffs. Blocks a bunch of value. Check on the turn as well. Yeah, so Alex, Tim might just go for a block here then. The thing is Alex can jet back some jack X and some overpairs on the turn, but those always just really cool the river. I don't think those are going to be raising versus a block. So Tim has the option to just kind of bet a little bit smaller, kind of set his own price instead of check calling 2/3 or something. So yeah, it does just go for like a small block, which I like, and Alex is just going to call, no reason to do anything else. So again, very well played by Tim. Just avoids a potentially very difficult situation. Nice check call on the flop, keeps Alex's range wide.
Yeah.
He's king of the cutoff, lovely find.
Tim has had a few nice spots to open and just generally get involved.
Finds the aces there with the queen's 3-bet as well.
Yes, unlucky to not be a runaway chip leader.
Absolutely.
Against a lot of people, he's
Ooh.
stacking chips still.
This could be getting fired in here. So it's going to be 80k big blinds. So it's what, like 25 bigs effective with the fives versus the cutoff. Just going to shove. I think that's pretty standard.
Yeah, seems fine to me. It's definitely on the upper end of chip stacks we want to be jamming, but
yeah, up to 30, I'd imagine.
yeah, Tim's just going to call this one off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing to be done. Unavoidable flip situation. And let's see. Ooh. Not
He's
snapping.
thinking about it, but he will end up putting it in. He can't fold this hand. He knows he can't fold.
Cutoff versus button here, just going to be calling, but as you can see, it's not really a super comfortable situation for him. He's thinking, well, but you know, your opponent's going to have ace queen, your opponent's going to have ace 10 suited, ace jack, ace, you know, just so many hands that you're dominating.
He's just going to have ace king a bunch as well.
Yeah. He's not No, he's not considering folding, is he?
I mean, he must be, otherwise he would have called.
Wow.
It's a tough spot for him because he's a chip leader, and if he loses this pot, he's last in chips. But
Yeah.
if he wins
Crippled.
this pot, he wins the tournament a lot of the time.
Yeah. No! Wow.
Just a tiny bit too tight there, I think.
Yeah.
Ace King, I think, has to go. I mean, when you can eliminate some of the top of his range as well, because a lot of that would trap or go for a small free bet.
Yeah.
He's mostly in the we are definitely flipping or better range. So. Free t-shirt.
T-shirt. Pokercode Festival, Bratislava. Lovely
Got
stuff.
all sorts
That's a nice
of
touch, isn't it?
memorabilia from Bratislava Casino.
Yeah, you've got the hoodies, the SSOP.
Couple of watches, t-shirts, 2 hoodies,
Yeah,
some shares in the casino.
the franchise.
Another virtual safety car.
No way.
Yeah,
The second one.
yeah.
Mazepin.
Yeah, just dusted it completely as always. Not even anybody around or anything
No,
challenging. It's just like, oh, I'm just going to spin it here.
Mazepin.
Maybe it's just dead car actually. Looks like he's going very slowly.
Herman opening it up and Silts defending the 9-6 off.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is an action board if
That
ever I've
is an
seen one.
action board. I think 9-6 off is okay.
It's too wide,
It's
again.
okay. It's like just
Yeah.
about, but again, we're not loving it. Just kind of scraping
Bottom
the barrel.
pip.
Yeah, and I think just folding when you're one of the bigger stacks is fine. Keeping the other guys at bay. Don't give them any opportunity to win chips off you. Keep things tight.
Bottom 2 on a board like this, 20 effective is just going to be a pure raise get in, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just don't really want to.
Herman will go for a very small bet here as well because he's happy to just face any action with his hand, any check raise or whatever. So it's going to be like a 150 or whatever, 175 perhaps.
Looks like he's. Yeah.
Goes 200, yeah.
200.
I guess it's slightly on the bigger side, but
So is it a jam or is it going to be something like 650?
it will be a raise.
Yeah.
I imagine, not all in. Yeah, something like 600.
Yeah.
Shove, not a bad play by any means. Unblocks all the top pair, all the draws, all the 10x, 7-8. Doesn't have any king, queen, 10, heart, and nothing. So shove wouldn't be bad at all. But I think he just wants to get extra peels from hands that are drawing quite thin, like king, queen, with like king, queen of spades, something like that. It's just in a tough spot.
Yep.
Going for about 700 by the looks of it. $675, yeah, seems like a fine sizing. Herman,
With this hand, do we just peel?
you can be left in some very tricky spots on the turn, but you can pretty much call all in on any turn.
Is there any real incentive? Is there any reason to shove?
I
here?
think it's nice to keep bluffs in, like
Yeah.
something like 10-7 of spades,
Yeah.
that Silts could be using to check raise here. So shoving is going to be fine. We're going to get it in against some like 7-8 of hearts and stuff sometimes. That's going to be a lot of the combinations that Max raises. 10-8 of hearts, although we block 10-8 of hearts, so it's mostly just the 7-8, 7-5.
Doesn't really have 10-7 off with the heart.
No, it shouldn't have the offsuit ones too often. I mean, he's got 10-9-6 off. He's going to have 10-7 off though.
Yeah, I guess so.
So yeah, I think just call makes a lot of sense. Does elect to call. So far, so good.
And going to what looks like 0.7 SBR on the turn.
Yeah,
so
it's just going to be all-in call every turn basically. There aren't any bad. When he check raises, the king and the queen and the ace are no longer really bad cards. We're focused on kind of flopped value and flop draws, so he's unlikely to be using like king queen or queen 10. Yeah, I mean it's just a fine card for us with jack 10.
Yep.
All in call. Just blocking value as well, like 9s and 6s are going to jam pre-flop. We're blocking the jack 9 2 pair and the jack 6 suited 2 pair. Oh, we're actually not blocking jack 6 suited 2 pair because the 6 of hearts is on the board, but
Yeah.
We're not blocking any relevant 2 pairs.
Obviously not an ideal card for Max, but once you get to this stage, it's SPR just way too shallow.
Yeah, not too bad of a card. I don't think Herman is gonna be bet calling the flop with something like King 10. I think that's gonna go into a check back a decent amount of time. Yeah, calls it off. Gonna see like relatively bad news, but it's not the end of the world. You kind of know that you need to get there. And yeah, just happy to see it's not a set or, you know, 10-8 or whatever that takes away a bunch of his equity or a bunch of his outs. He just is live to everything. Hit it. Hit me. King of hearts, hit me. Come on, dealer.
So many
Boom.
outs. Whoa.
Bricky brick.
Brickovic. Unlucky.
Yeah, brutal. Brutal
Yeah,
spot there.
played well.
Nothing we can do, and well played, sir.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Got away from the queens earlier on.
7 Gs down to 4. He is going to be in position some of the time at least. 3-handed, that's the beauty of 3-handed. Jack 9 off, yeah. I think this goes for 5, 6 bigs. 6 bigs we got, yeah.
Yeah, big blind ante.
Oh, into the queens. Tim finding it at all the right times.
He loves
today.
it, doesn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
The aces earlier.
He's just going to call here, try and induce some action behind. Like if he calls and if he calls and Max shoves, it's like a super grim spot, but he's not going to be folding, and it could be tournament over right there.
Yep.
Max finds some pocket jacks or.
Don't think he's going to jam for this many big blinds. Oh, what's that?
Just
2
a raise
million.
to 2 million.
Yeah.
Gets the fold. 2 unders, not great.
Nope.
Not loving it. So there we go. Could be down to heads up, likely.
Looks like
Obviously, the queen's having 2 very relevant blockers to Jack 9 making it straight. So this is not as bad as a flop it looks like when Tim's got 2 of the queens that are needed to complete the straight. The equity's not as high as it obviously would be against a hand like kings. So he's still, yeah, it's not the end of the world. So you'd rather it was a deuce, free high flop.
Oh!
Yeah, even so, like we got, give me my 25%. Let's get there. Come on. Yeah, grim, but we're still live.
Still
and
alive.
It's going to be a deuce on the river. It's the nice thing about him having a straight instead of some other hand. Unblock all the... Oh,
Ooh, there
all
it
but,
is.
all but. Unlucky. Small one though, what, 6 bigs?
Yeah, pretty grim, but
Just a bit annoying.
rather lose that one than huge all-in versus Max. And welcome back. So, looks like there's been a deal that's been agreed. Max has agreed for 18,913 euros, and Timo with 19,395. They're playing for 4,256. So both guaranteed about 19k.
Yeah, not much of a deal really. Bit strange, but
Yeah. Don't really see why they'd do that instead of just playing for the normal prize pool, but I guess it's a few thousand difference.
yeah. 8 of spades. Gives him like the super straight and
Yeah, that would be the card to see the chips flying in.
yeah, I like the what size has he gone here? I'd like to go a bit bigger. Looks like a I think we want to just be sizing it up here. Go for perhaps an overbet or at least a pot size bet. Just trying to put maximum pressure on those like 4x, 6x. Put some pressure on some 9x. We've got great blockers. Can get called a big bet by some flush draws that end up folding the river, and same with some hands like Queen Jack. Just all the like 6-7s and 9-7s and stuff like that. So prefer to size up, but like to bet King of Clubs on the river. Great river for Tim to continue bluffing. Like to see it like a pot size bet again.
Yeah, great blockers in his hand.
Great unblockers as well for the folds.
Exactly. No spade. See if he can find the trigger. you can. What sort of sizing are you imagining between 1.5 to 2.5?
Yeah, I'd like to go very big. Looks like it's going for 1.5.
Yeah.
I think it's okay. It's about the smallest I'd want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Max hand, pretty bad qualities as a bluff catcher apart from blocking the nuts.
Yep.
Just having the spades is not great. Blocking some bluffs as well, like obviously Tim's going to use some hands that just have A7 in to bluff with.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you want to be bluff catching with like pairs in this spot basically, not ace highs with any blockers. I don't think. If it does anything, I think a shove would be the play. Which would be really frustrating when you're Tim, because you've just got this amazing hand with such great blocker qualities that it's almost like you are very sure that Max is going to be bluffing you often, but you can't call because you've got jack high. So he does shove. I love it.
Wow, that is relentless. What a beast.
It's just,
I like that one on Neil Farrell's Twitter header. It's like Farrell won't fold or something like that, which is the headline on Poker News.
Yeah.
So ace jack suited under the gun.
Yeah, very nice. He's picking up a few hands.
Mm-hmm.
Button for we should just be folding here. Really, deuce is not strong enough, not deep enough.
Yeah.
Again, like
Two strong players behind.
Two strong players behind who can both shove as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, no.
Yeah, it's just this is. I mean, this is the kind of level between the recreational and the sort of slightly better recreational. Just the ones that have the discipline to let go of these kind of hands.
Yeah, I mean, it's not awful. It's not like you're completely setting money on Phil by calling. It's not like he's called with like 10-7 suited or something like that. But
yeah,
arguably 10-7 suited is probably better.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the problem. You just run into it gives Fedor and Mario both the opportunity to just have an easy jam with quite a wide range. Ace Jack suited plus ace, you know, like maybe potentially even Ace Jack off. I can't see either of them like not jamming Ace Jack off. I don't know how much Mario's got, but it's 30 effective with under the gun.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, sixes plus, even fives, if they think that the button flat is too wide, they're going to start to shove wider. Because obviously Vote's been quite active. They're not worried about him being too tight.
Yeah, he's opening a lot, isn't he?
Yeah, he's opening a lot, and they know that the button's a fish as well. So you're just opening the door for them to just really pile it in.
Yeah.
Or just realise a bunch of equity out of the big blind. And yeah, deuce is just not going to be strong enough.
And Vote raised calling off the 19 big blind.
19 bigs under the gun versus small blind, seven-handed. Yeah,
it's probably bottom, isn't it? I'd imagine versus an elite player, you probably just have to close your eyes and put it in, I guess.
Yeah, there's going to be enough.
I would fold ace jack off, I think. But yeah. Oh, that is
top set
a Fedor flop, if ever I've seen one.
There's still some backdoor-ish, but it's thin.
Yeah, something
just
like
a club to keep us alive.
Eight
looks
of
like
clubs.
Looks like a red card.
Okay, that gives some interesting opportunities.
Opportunities. Are we allowed to say that? Trademark?
Yeah, I think so. Well,
everyone loves a drop bot.
3?
No. You wish. Fedor holes, mate.
Yeah. Great player and great runner of the all-in part of the game as well.
That helps.
That does.
Good skill to have. Seen a lot of the best hand winning all-ins.
We have, yeah. We haven't seen many turn-ups for the books, which is unfortunate.
No pain, just
no
yet.
pain. Yeah, we like to see some.
I imagine it's coming.
Yeah, Ibinger.
Here we go. Ace King versus Ace Queen, Queen on the river.
Here we go. Yeah, Ibinger hands way too strong just to open jam.
Yeah.
Wants to target some of those shorter stack 3-bet jam spots, even
like this.
Even Mario as well. And yeah, this kind of situation's great.
Yeah, I mean this is quite close to a jam.
I think I would defend personally. Yeah.
Yeah, defending is obviously completely fine, but jamming would be also fine. Versus an aggressive opener, blocking the and trips for Matthias.
What a flop! Could even check this one back. It's
just so bait.
It is a bit bait, isn't it? Oh, yeah.
We'll just go for the one big blind here.
Yeah.
40k. trying to get him to continue with anything, and I think he will continue with ace high. Yeah, he's going for the one big blind up.
Is he trying to tilt people with those chips like that, or is that part of the game plan?
It's working if he's trying to tilt me.
Yeah. Trying to tilt the commentators.
Yeah, and I think
Stefan's
not a folder, is he? We know that, so he's definitely going to continue.
Just forced into continuing there. Yeah, ace high. Now he's in even
really
worse
good
shape.
turn for him.
Yeah, now he beats some pocket pairs like pocket sevens, pocket eights, pocket nines.
Yeah, the thing is Matthias is probably not going to induce pocket sevens or pocket eights. He will have nines and tens and jacks sometimes.
Yeah, that's it.
But also he is going to be very like ace queen, ace king, king queen suited, king jack suited for his like strong raises. So and aces of course. So it is a good card, but it's also not as good as it perhaps seems.
As it looks, yeah. You can be easily to think, oh well, I've just improved to
crush loads of his range, but in reality he's not going to be inducing very wide, and he's going to shove a decent amount, and he's also just going to fold a lot of hands pre-flop. So it looks like a great board, but he is just going to have a full house pretty often here.
Is he just shoved?
Yeah.
Oh no, and that's the end of the road for Mr. Stefan.
Yeah, this shove doesn't really make any sense.
No, what are we repping here? If we've got a king, we want him to bluff it off.
Well, the thing is the reason we're continuing with ace high is because we think it's the best hand against some counterfeited hands, which means we need him to bluff those hands. So by shoving, we just get called by anything better. We get ace high to fold, sure. We get like a chop to fold, maybe, but he probably doesn't have any.
But yeah, looking forward to that. It's going to be some amazing events coming up.
Oh yes, that's going to be a great week. It's going to be I'm going to be poor at the end of it.
But why not, eh?
No, why not? No.
Yeah. So vote with the two jacks. Nice.
With the jiggities.
Decides to call. I like
goes for the trap. Yeah, I like it. Like it a lot.
Yeah. Again, Kate might get down with sort of 13 big blinds. She might just panic and kind of shove over the limp a little bit too often. Oh my God, what a flop.
Oh, birthday on the 19th as well for Pilgrim.
Lovely, lovely. Oh, that is absolutely disgusting.
Oh my God. Wow. Kate.
Wow, unlucky Kate.
And after losing aces versus kings in the main event as well,
I know,
this is absolutely brutal.
And now she checks back the boat and she's thinking of Vegas and the effing Mirage.
And she gives it the head shake. Oh God.
No, Kate, no.
This is
she's gonna min raise, I think.
Oh, and talking, smiling. I'd be like, oh baby, she's got a 6.
Yeah. This is absolute wages for vote. A little sigh, a little shake of the head, and now a raise to 250.
Nah, just a call, surely.
I think she's going to raise. Oh, no, don't shove.
No, she's going to just call.
Okay.
She understands she's... Oh, no. Yeah, she's just counting. She understands that she's trying to rep a weak hand.
Yeah.
You can see it from her. The body language doesn't make sense to then raise. She's setting up the appearance
of... Yeah, I don't have anything... Please
yeah,
bet again.
I'm in a tough spot. I'm finding this really hard. But the thing is you got to try and put the acting with the board as well. She doesn't really have a very difficult decision with very many hands here.
No, it's call or fold, isn't it?
It's call or fold.
Yeah.
That Jack X kind of easy, Queen X easy, 6X very easy, 10-9 easy, King 10 easy. Rest of your hands fold. Like it's kind of she's got flush draw, call.
Yeah.
She's acting like she's in a very difficult spot by facing this one small bet on an
trying to rep like
board.
a 10-8 or something.
Or pocket fives.
Yeah. Jams pre, I guess,
there's
but
there's not much.
There's not many hands.
Here.
Yeah.
And he goes for the jam, and she's like, "Cool."
You're all in, and with the one chip as well, she's like, "I've got it." Oh my God, she's gonna think, "What the hell is going on there?" Flops the boat and looking at the two outer on the turn.
She didn't realise she'd lost for a minute there.
No, she thought I got the Oh wow. That is absolutely brutal.
Oh, yeah.
Now she's starting to realise. Yeah. Oh, no, I've got... Yeah. That's it. Jack's full of sixes is going to beat
I mean, you're kind of looking at the board thinking, yeah, I win, right?
Yeah.
So I could mistake her for...
No, I know.
Her for
especially in such a high-pressure moment as well.
You're just buzzing about it. Kings. About as good as it gets, heads up.
Yep. And
Goes for the snap
Goes
then.
for the yep.
Mario just going to be checking. Doesn't really make much sense to do anything else.
I think he might shove, you know.
He does, yeah. He goes for the all-in, trying to just get some of the offsuit hands to fold. And
yep, all of those like Queen 8 offs and stuff that
runs into it. So this is probably it.
This could be it.
It's likely to be it. We've got a huge, very big equity advantage for Vo here, and on the flop, it will be. Yeah, it will be a clear story.
Do we get a sweat? We do get the sweat. The 4 would save Mario now. 20% equity with those 4 outs.
The chicken korma of sweats.
Can turn a 6 or a 5 as well to give him a little bit of the backdoor 2-pair draw. The deuce is about as good as it gets for Voigt.
4 and a 4 only for Mario. Otherwise, Voigt is the champion.
Otherwise, we're heading to the players' party.
Deuce!
And that's the end of that. Voigt,
so,
the champion.
Good game, everybody. Well done, Voigt.
5K,
congratulations.
Taking home just over 28,000 euros.
Lovely. Nice finish for Mario as well. Second for about 17,000 euros.
Yeah,
so
he only had 1 bullet, so it's a good day for him. 12K profit.